New video. Let's talk about liquidity mining on the Xiotri platform. So hello, welcome to Operation Crypto. Today we're going to talk about Xiotri. We will have a look at some of the liquidity mining and the single asset staking. I have done a video on this project before, but quite frankly the quality was absolutely dog shit. So we're going to have another dive into this project and see if we can get a little bit more information about it. So we will start off on the main page of the website and we'll just run over some of the basics first. We'll then have a look at some of the tokenomics throughout each token of the ecosystem, and then we'll finish up and have a look at the charts towards the end, see what's been going on each of the assets. So Xiotri is how it is pronounced according to Al and the rest of the team there. So it is a fresh take on liquidity mining. They do not like to call it farming. It is liquidity mining, and that's what we're going to call it. So Xiotri is a community-based protocol for fair multi-asset collateral yield exposure. Xiotri tokens were created and distributed directly to its community of supporters. Right at the very beginning, before I was there, unfortunately, some of the Xiotri community got around 15 XIOT each. That was quite a lot, because at one point it went up to plus $1,000, maybe $1,200. So some people were looking at a big holding there and a nice amount. Some probably still holding, some topped up, some got rid, but that's what happens. So it does say that holders of Xiotri tokens strictly gain value by participating in the Xiotri yield farming ecosystem. The staking mechanism is still under construction and will be deployed after exhaustive testing to ensure a bug-free release. So that is quite incorrect there. I mean, it just needs updating a little bit. The staking mechanism, I mean, it might not be complete, but as far as I'm aware, it is under beta now. And I've been staking using a multi-asset staking. Might be wrong, but I'm sure someone will correct me after this video. So how does staking work? So Xiotri has formulated a unique algorithm that rewards its participants in liquidity mining through the contribution of assets to the ecosystem, but it disincentivizes being overly greedy. Inflation is reduced over a 3-year period to continually provide value to help sustain the token's value. The algorithm allows more users to participate in the staking process and receive rewards rather than the spoils being garnished by a few, causing the ecosystem to lose its balance. An even playing field has been conceptualized with Xiotri. Moving over to some tokenomics. So we have 4 tokens on the ecosystem. Firstly, we have XIOT, which is XIOT. That's the initial one that got airdropped to the participants who were in there early. And that is a 5,000 supply. We will have a look at that in a second. We then have BXIOT, which is another token on the ecosystem, as well as DXIOT and RE, which is RI. DXIOT, you will not see much information about it in a minute, as it is just being released. That is a token that you get from the single asset staking on the platform, but we'll jump into that in a minute and have a look. So if we just click at the top left here on tokens, and we'll have a look at Etherscan for XIOT. As you can see, we have a total diluted market cap of $3.6 million. Coin price today is $732. It has been up there, like I say, plus 1,000 in the past. We'll have a look at that in the chart in a minute. A total supply of 5,000 yet, so it's probably one of the smallest token supplies you'll see in the crypto space. We have a total of 862 wallet holders, which, to say this project's only been out a few months, I think that's quite a big amount. We've had 34,188 transfers of the token. If we just look at the orders, as you can see, other than the top wallet, you could say the top 2 wallets really, we have quite a predominant amount of this wallet is spread out. I mean, everyone's holding pretty much 20. There's only one wallet, if you look here, which I'll mention the other day, that is holding the same amount and not been touched of the airdrop. So everyone else is either sold or topped up. Damn, I wish I got in that early, but never mind. I've bought some. I managed to get quite lucky and buy some of this back at, I think it was at around $200, so I got quite lucky with that. Next up we have BXIOT, which is BXIOT. This is a total supply of 250,000. We currently have 755 holders of the token. and around 13,000 transfers. So I mean, for a couple of months old, that's a lot of transfers already. As you can see, the transfers are absolutely flying through. You're getting one pretty much every minute. There's a lot going into liquidity, out of liquidity, moving from people's wallets, buying, selling. There's pretty much all sorts going on with this token, which will we'll have a few use cases which are going to be revealed over the next coming weeks and months. If we just look also at the holders, as you can see, we've got a fair bit that's held against the Uniswap liquidity mines there, so you can see a fair old chunk of the top wallets there is pretty much liquidity. If we just scroll down, then you can see, I mean, it's very widely spread out, this token. Again, like the all other ones, there's not like a couple of one or two people. You don't get any whales in this holding a massive chunk of supply, so that's another a big positive for the ecosystem. Just one thing to note as well is that this project did no pre-sale. All they did was an airdrop at the beginning with XIOT, and that's it. So it's a big thing that the company has not bloody harvested a load of money off funds, same as they did back in the ICO days. They got none of that shit anymore, and that's a good positive for a project. Then we have RI, which is RE. This is another token on the ecosystem. Currently in circulation, we have 137,815. It is to be known that this is produced from liquidity mining on the platform. There will be a cap at 3.1 million tokens, but that will take around 6 years to hit. So I mean, it's just going to be a slow burn, and it's going to be coming out very slowly. People are going to be making a nice amount on the way though, which is good to know. We currently have 556 holders of this token. Transfers 32,311. You can see with this, again, very widely transferred token. Scrolling on to some of these, we have some quite big holders already. If you're looking again, we have pretty much a lot of these are liquidity pools again. So there's not, again, there's no major people into this, as in holding a large amount of supply like Chainlink or something like that, with 70% of supply held by one person, which is a pile of shite. But as you can see, like I say, it's widely spread out. And final one just to look at is XIOT, and we'll just jump over to that now. Currently it has a 3,481 supply. As we say, it is brand new. Look at all these transfers. We're getting a transfer every minute across this one. Not many holders yet, 218, but that will grow in time. The supply will be around, let me just find it on Telegram, 1.25 million, and again that will be totally emitted after 6 years time. We do have a table on here somewhere if I can find it on my Telegram. I'm going to scroll that over here. As you can see, this graph here, it shows you every 60 days the amount minted per day will drop, and then eventually hitting that cap in 6 years time. So that does give us a key area in a timeline to work to. But let's jump onto a platform now. We'll show you what's going on there, how much you can earn, and potentially how you can get into the liquidity mine if you need to. So to add the liquidity, go back to the homepage of our website, click tokens here, and we will look at XIOT. So you just click Uniswap. It will take you to the Uniswap page here, and this will give you all information and statistics about the current liquidity pool. All you have to do is click add liquidity. Very simple. It will take you to this page. If you do not see the token here, enter the contract address in there, and then it will bring them all up. I've already added these previously, so that is that. You'll collect an amount in there. So if you want to put against Ethereum or RE or BZA, choose whichever pairs you want. Enter the amount there, which that is the equivalent amount to that, whichever pair you have. You'll enter the amount. You will get a notification come up here. Just accept it, pay your fees, and then you will have liquidity. All you have to do is then go over back to the platform. If we just look on the platform here, you will see this. You can click onto that. All you have to do is approve spend, and that is it. It's pretty much straight to go. You will get again a notification from MetaMask up here, and all you have to do is click approve spend, and that will be it. That will be it going. Next up on the platform, we have single asset staking, and these are the tokens on the ecosystem. So we have XIOT, BZA, and RE. These are all stakeable. I'm currently staking 0.9 XIOT, which is around $600-700, and then I'm staking about 15 RE, so that's probably I don't know, a couple $100, if not that. And all you have to do is approve. It is connected to your wallet already. This you will click the amount which you wish to stake in the box. So you click stake, click the amount, and that is simply you leave it going. And then eventually, when you want to collect it, mint the XIOT, it will bring up a notification with your MetaMask or the wallet just to withdraw them funds and again pay a fee. I don't know what it's going to be at a minute. It's so temperamental of fees. It could be $1, it could be $5, it could be fucking 500. You never know. It's the F network is currently on its arse. So that is all the liquidity it pulls. That is how you add liquidity, and then you can manage to get some RI from this. And then the single assets, that is where you gain XIOT. So them 3 pulls, staking, you'll get XIOT. And then finally, if we just look at the platform stats, you can see currently the total value locked, and then a good breakdown of each individual pair, how much volume you're getting. So currently the most we have XIOT versus Ethereum, and that is currently we have $234,000 locked, and down at the bottom we have Dark versus RE. These Dark tokens, that is a separate project, but Dark was formed by doing an airdrop from people who held XIOT. So that is another project, one that I also quite like, and we will look at one day in the future, but you can see some stats there. I'm not going to read through them all because it'll end up boring you to death, but what I want to do is just finish up and just look at the main asset really, and XIOT. I'll just have a look at a little bit of chart analysis and see what's been going on in the past and what we could hopefully expect coming up in the future. Here we have XIOT. This is against Tether, obviously. This just show you some good areas that I've marked up previously. So this is on a daily chart. It's good for Chartix is good for all the Uniswap assets, really. I'm not too sure what happened here. I wasn't quite around at them times, so I'm just going to ignore that. If you manage to sell up there and that's a real wick, then fucking hell, good luck to you and well done. But as you can see, if we just look on the current chart, we've pretty much triple topped here. I mean, we didn't get any closed bodies, but we rejected off 1,200 before, and we could say we've been on a pretty much a downward spiral ever since, really. It's not much. I mean, we have picked up. This is where I was buying. I bought some down here. I only bought one. I thought the risk reward to when it wanted. I didn't really know a project back then, so now I'm getting to know it more. I wish I bought more, but hey ho, you can't win them all, can you? So let's have a look at current prices. We're currently trading at around $741. I did say a few days back that this area, I think if we broke $719, as you can see, we rejected off it once, twice, 3 times, probably 4 times rejected off it. And now we've got in a closed body above this level. I do think that it's time to push on and fuck that trend line off. I do think next area to target is 888. We have rejected off that 3 times. So again, if we push forward and close above that, then these targets are just going to keep building and building. With the supply, I mean, this price could just absolutely move with a few $1,000s thrown at it. We are currently quite low considering the amount of tokens in circulation. So I think once we break these levels and we'll go into uncharted territory, and we will start pushing up towards that $1,500, $2,000 mark. You can't give any predictions because you're just fucking guessing if you're going to blow any predictions out. But I'm expecting quite good things on this. I like the way the project's set up. I like how they're using 4 of your own tokens to have specific purposes. We will do another video one day when I've got more into depth about a project and know exactly what each token does, because quite frankly I'm not clued up on it as much yet. But this was just an overview to show you each token, the tokenomics, and what the project's aiming to achieve. So these are some key levels to keep a note on. I'll share this chart on my Twitter account, which is @Optelic, and then hopefully we can get some good growth on this project. It does seem like it's one of the better DeFi projects out there. There's been so much dog shit around recently. We've had all these food coins, like pizza, taco, fucking all sorts going. So yeah, let's try and let's have a proper DeFi project, a proper liquidity mining one with a team that really wants this, and I think the community want it. It's a solid community. So that will wrap it up for this video. That's an overview of all the tokens. Please make sure you do like this video and subscribe to my channel, and I'll catch you next time.